And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 132. Let me show the wave distortion. Let me show the principle first by creating a rectangle. The rectangle layer is selected. I go to Filter, Distort, Wave. I have to convert it to Smart Object first. And now you can see it here in the preview window. Looks a little bit intimidating, but it's actually quite easy to use. Number of generations, you usually want to keep that low, or you're going to transform a lot of single details. We keep that to single digit. And then we have min and max for wavelength and amplitude. Obviously min can't be higher than the max, so depending on how you drag that, you're going to adjust both sliders. The wavelength is basically the stretch in the x-axis, and the amplitude is the stretch in the y-axis. At the top is min, at the bottom is max for both. And then you can scale it up or down. If you've got the scale too low, you're not going to see an effect, so make sure that you are above 1% for a typical wave effect, especially for the vertical. Then we have 3 different types. Sine is usually what you want, but you can give that sharp edges using triangle, which creates a zigzag line, and you can also create squares. Randomization is pretty helpful. Just left click on it and you can see in the preview window the effect. Let us delete the rectangle and we'll switch to an image. Again, Filter, Distort, Wave. You can see if I add too many generators, it's going to transform it quite a lot. Same goes for the scaling. If I go too high, the waves will be too big. Wavelength, as I've said, was for the x-axis, amplitude for the y-axis. Then we can randomize it. I haven't yet talked about the undefined areas. You can see that here if I wrap it around, it's going to affect our edges. Usually you want to have repeat edge pixels because this gives you a cleaner edge. And then again, we have the type. If you want to have a typical wave, make sure to set it to sine. And then confirm. You can always double click here on wave and bring it back. And one more thing, the randomization, it only affects it within the parameters that you've set. So if I go down here with the parameters, for example, wavelength, I go down on the amplitude too. And now I use randomization, you can see it has a different impact. So the randomization only looks at the parameters that you've set and then randomizes it in between those. And this is how you can add a wave distort in Photoshop. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.